If you were wondering who you should trust when you're thinking about spending money on something, I would say it's always best to go with the guy sat on a beanbag in his loft. That's where I get most of my financial advice anyway. So, just in case the thumbnail and the backdrop didn't give it away, today I want to talk to you about these trousers from Revolution Race. So if you're thinking about buying some of these trousers, pull up a beanbag and we'll have a bit of a chat about Revolution Race. Revolution Race was born in 2014 in a garage in Sweden, brainchild of these two, Nicholas and Pernilla. An outdoorsy couple bored of the bland colour and style of the leading outdoor brands at the time. They wanted to create fun, high quality outdoor clothing at unmatched value. Eventually, with the help of social media and celebrity ambassadors such as Mark Billy Billingham from the show SAS Who Dares Win, they've managed to build a really good reputation for functional, high quality outdoor clothing that looks pretty cool. And today their clothing's trusted by tradesmen, outdoor enthusiasts and wannabe YouTubers like myself in over 40 countries. So what is the key to the brand's success? Is it all just marketing BS and photoshopped images of beautiful people on Instagram? Or is there a bit more to it than that? Well, I'm not sponsored or paid in any way by Revolution Race, but I've been using their products, primarily these trousers, for the last 4 years. So in this episode, I'm just going to give you my honest, agenda-free opinion / long-term review of these trousers. So if you're thinking about investing some of your hard-earned cash into outdoor clothing for hiking, camping, gardening, flying kites, or maybe you just want to improve your walk-by sex appeal, or take a nice picture stood next to your tent, then you should definitely watch this because I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about these trousers. If you've already got a pair of these in your basket just waiting to pull the trigger on it and you wanted my permission, go for it, mate. They're really good, you won't regret it. Let's get into it, starting with these ones. So these are the Nordwand trousers, the first pair of trousers that Revolution Race released. And they were also the first pair of trousers that I purchased from Revolution Race. So I've been wearing these on and off for the past 4 years and they've not had an easy ride at all. I've put them through all sorts, but they're still not showing the mileage whatsoever. There's no holes in them, no loose threads, no real colour fading or anything, apart from maybe a tiny bit at the bottom on the elasticated bit, but no one's bothered about that. So yeah, these have held up amazingly well. So all the parts on these pants that are black, like on the knee, the seat and the back of the knee, that's all stretchy polymade elastane material. And all the other parts of the trouser, such as the front of the shin, the front of the thighs and the crotch, and the back of the calves, this is all polycotton canvas, which is near on impossible to rip, which makes them perfect for like woodland activities and bushcraft. Because these were the first pair of trousers that they put out, the features and pockets on them aren't quite as good as the more recent models. On these you have a zip pocket at either side. Fairly decent sized pocket that. Then you've got this pocket at the front, which I assume is supposed to be for a mobile phone, but I can barely get 4 fingers in there, let alone an iPhone 16 Pro Max. I guess you could put a knife or something in that, but every time you walked it'd be banging on your knee. And then you've just got one zipper pocket on the back. Fairly decent sized pocket, that's the bottom of the pocket there. It's got an elasticated waistband with a button and a zipper fly, and you've got your belt loops. So I'm still wearing these after 4 years, which you've got to admit is really good value for money. Absolutely nothing wrong with them, but there is one thing I don't really like about these trousers, And that problem comes when you go to put your boots on. You've got this cuff at the bottom of the leg with a Velcro strip that you can open up, and it's elasticated supposedly so that you can stretch the bottom of the trouser leg over your boots, but as you can see, it doesn't stretch far enough. So if you've got big bulky boots like these Lowers, it can be a bit of a chew to get these trousers over your boots. It is doable, and I always manage, and I do always manage to do it, but it's just, it would have been nice to have like a zip so that you could open it out, or just a wider taper to the bottom of the trouser leg so that you don't struggle as much. But as you see, I got that on, and I haven't even got these laced up because I've been cleaning them and waxing them and that. It also means, which might be a bit more detrimental to you depending on what kind of hiking you're wanting to do. Let's say you wanted to wade across a stream or something, so you took your boots and your socks off. Why are my socks pulled up that high? The point that I'm trying to make is you can't actually get these over your knee. You could get them up to there, I guess. I mean, if you're walking through water that deep, what are you doing, man? Unless you're off for a paddle. But yeah, might annoy some people that you can't actually roll them up past your knee. So regardless of that very minor design flaw, i.e. this bit, I've got so much wear out of these trousers, it's unbelievable. I've spent plenty of time stomping through undergrowth, smashing my way through brambles, prepping firewood, snapping sticks and stuff over my knees, sat round fires with all the sparks and stuff going everywhere, like shoving logs into the fire and kicking bits into the fire and stuff. I've worn them on loads of camping trips, like countless camping trips. And obviously I'm wild camping, so I have to hike to the spot that I'm camping at. So I have done loads of hiking in these, but nowadays they've kind of been demoted to the dirtier activities that don't really require as much hiking. Purely because for that, I prefer to wear these. The RVRC GP trousers. I've had these ones now for about 3 years, and just like the other ones, there's no sign of wear on them whatsoever, apart from maybe the odd stain on them, like here. What can I say? I had one too many camps where I just got covered in ticks, and I was like, I'm not doing this, man. So I spent this morning watching ticks crawling all over inside at tent, picking them out of my boxers, got a few more off my arms. They're just everywhere, man. And the place I'm going today is only just round the corner, so it's going to be just as bad. So I literally drenched these in permethrin, which is like a chemical that you use to deter / kill ticks. If they crawl on you, they're supposed to just drop off, and it sort of stops them wanting to grab onto you. So I absolutely drenched these. They do say that permethrin doesn't damage your clothing or cause any discoloration, but you're also not supposed to put anywhere near as much on as I did, so that one's my bad. But apart from that, no loose threads, no holes, no discoloration. So as far as I know, the materials that they've used are exactly the same as they are on the Nordwand trousers, but they're in a completely different configuration, and this is the configuration that I prefer, which has led me to buy another pair of this model just because I love them so much, and I just wanted a little bit of variation with colour and stuff, cause just because I make videos and stuff, I didn't want to be wearing like the exact same thing in every single video, cause you couldn't even tell it were a different video. So these ones have the stretchy polyamide elastane, or whatever it's called, all the way up the side of your hips, right across the crotch, and down the inside of the leg until you get to your calf, which means that you get an extraordinary range of movement. Who's saying extraordinary range of movement and doing that in the loft? It just makes them really, really comfortable. And that's why I always go for these ones when I'm doing like a long hike or something like that. They still have the really tough polycotton canvas material, but on these ones it starts just below your hip and runs all the way down the front of the leg, protecting your knees and your shins, and then that wraps around all the way from the bottom of the trouser up to the bottom of your calf, and then all of the seat and down here is I think it is anyway, yeah, the seat and down to the back of your knees is polycotton canvas as well. So that's great when you're like sort of out and about and you end up like sitting on rocks and God knows what else. Oh yeah. Then for the pockets on these ones, they've gone for Velcro on the main large pocket, which I would have preferred a zip across there really, like on the Nordwand ones. But that's a really nice size pocket. Can get loads of stuff in there. Then on the side of that, you have got a zip pocket, but that's quite a small compartment. It's about the same size as this supposed phone pocket on the Nordwand ones, so again you could probably get a knife or something in there. A little bit better placement, because like when you were walking it's not going to bash you in the knee or anything. No, I was just checking, you won't get a phone in there I don't think. You could get one in there. That's mirrored on this side. You've got another one of them pockets, really deep. But then this one has a stretchy mesh. I don't know if you can see it in there. It has a stretchy mesh inside there that you actually can fit a mobile phone in, and it's sort of, that bit is stitched to the part of the pocket that's closest to your leg, and it's like stretchy, and yeah, you could definitely get a mobile phone in that and it'd keep it nice and secure, and then you can still put stuff in front of it if you want to scratch your phone screen to bugger it. Then we've got one zip pocket on the back, same as the other ones, and then you've obviously got just the standard side pockets, but the nice deep pockets of those, nice and comfortable because of the stretchy material. You can get loads of stuff in them, and yeah, nice deep pockets, who doesn't like them? Same as the others, one button and a zipper fly. You've got belt loops all the way around, and then they've also got these sort of little added loops that you can like clip a keychain or something like that to them. The waistband on these is stretchy, and I do normally wear these with a belt, and I have had a belt on and then had my knife clipped to my belt. I've never actually used those little loops, but I guess they would actually be handy to like strap your car keys to or something, but that's always annoyed me, like having your keys there and every time you walk it's like on your leg. And then the last feature of these pants is the cuff at the bottom of the trouser leg, which unfortunately is exactly the same as them. I would say the bottom of the leg's a little bit wider, but I don't think it is, to be honest with you. Again, again with the socks pulled crazy high up. So yeah, that's definitely as high up as you can get them, but it's good enough for the roadman looking it, or if you're going for an interview in Apple shop. It gets a little bit confusing with the names of these trousers and the fact that they all look very similar, but they're actually very different. So you want to be careful if you do purchase some of these trousers. You want to make sure you get the ones that you actually want. So bear with me, you've got the Nordwand trousers, then they do the Nordwand Pro, which have ventilation zips down the side of the legs. Then you've got the RVRC GP trousers, which is these ones. They do a pro version of these, RVRC GP Pro. They have the ventilation zips and they have gaiter clips at the bottom of the trouser leg that can hook onto your laces. Then they do a why am I saying RVRC every time? I'm sure that just stands for Revolution Race. They do a GP Pro zip-off version, which speaks for itself. You can zip the bottom of the trouser leg off, turn them into shorts. Then they do the GP Pro Rescue, which use Revolution Race's trademark reflectors on them. They say that it makes you searchable in case of an emergency, so I'm guessing it's just like patches of material that are really highly reflective if like a searchlight or something shone on you. And every model and variation has like 12 different colours that you can choose from, which is really cool. Then they obviously do the standard stuff like waterproof trousers, waterproof coats, insulated trousers, insulated coats, fleeces and jumpers and base layers and everything. So yeah, there you go. Just be careful what you buy. Like, it's always helpful on the website if you're looking at the pictures. Like, don't just think, oh yeah, that's them, click it and add to basket and buy it straight away. Like, who does that anyway? But if you're looking through the pictures on, say, the Nordwand trousers, there's usually a short video. The only other things that I've had from Revolution Race is this. It's just a standard fleece. Not much to say about it really. It's just a fleece, does the job. Here, I'll show you, look right quick. There you go, just a standard fleece really. It's quite snug on the arms. It's got thumb loops, decent length cut, no pockets, just has their logo on the back. And yeah, it's nice, fairly warm. It's like a sort of summery type of fleece. It's not like very thick at all, but it is nice as like a base layer. The cuffs are like a nice stretchy, like silky sort of feeling material. Yeah. You'll tend to find with Revolution Race, they've got like sort of a more flattering fit, if that makes sense. Like this with the arms, it just fits nice in the places where you want it to fit. And they don't usually make you look like you've got a belly. They're usually like slightly more generous in the gut department and a bit tighter on arms and stuff. And like the trousers, for sort of outdoorsy hiking trousers, they are quite a slim fit, but they're not tight, if you know what I mean. You can actually roll your sleeves up, which is something you can't normally do with a fleece. I quite like that. The other thing that I've had from them is this. It's an insulated jacket. It's not down, it's like synthetic, but the cuffs on this are like that stretchy, silky sort of material. It feels really nice. Again, this isn't like the warmest of coats, but with layers underneath it, like a fleece or merino wool layer, it is actually really warm paired with those things. Again, quite sort of tight on your arms, but you don't feel it because it's like stretchy material, but it just fits really nice. And two nice big zip pockets. I have actually worn this quite a lot now, but when it's really cold, I tend to favour my down jacket. The Rab Alpine jacket is usually my go-to for really cold weather, but I have been caught out and the temperature's like really dropped, and I've chucked this on and I've been fine. So I have spent plenty of times in this on top of summits and sort of exposed places, just sort of eating my sarnies and stuff like that, and with layers it does keep you warm. And because it's like stretchy, it just feels sort of more comfortable. It's sort of akin to like a tracksuit top, that's what it feels like, but a lot warmer. So yeah, I put it up on screen earlier, but the trousers and the fleece and this, everything's a medium. I've not just been sent these trousers and decided to just put them on and make a quick video. This is a genuine long-term review. Some of these clips that I'm about to play go back 4 years. I've spent so much time in these trousers, I think that I am qualified to review them finally. While these clips roll, I'll quickly tell you what Revolution Race say about my favourite outdoor trousers. Our toughest outdoor trousers made for everyday adventures. The RVRC GP trousers are a great choice if you enjoy a wide variety of outdoor activities, put your outdoor garments through a lot of wear and tear, value having pocket choices and smart functions. The RVRC GP trousers are designed for versatility and all-round use above all. These best-selling outdoor trousers are made of our most durable polycotton canvas and are reinforced at the ankles and over the knees. Optimal freedom of movement and fit with 4-way stretch on hips, inside of the thighs and behind the knees. Cargo pockets. Secure storage for your belongings in cargo pockets with Velcro closure. In addition, the right pocket is equipped with a side zipper. Reinforcement in cotton canvas. Optimal protection in both standing and sitting positions with durable reinforcements over thighs, lower legs and seat. Water repellent treatment. For the best possible protection against dirt and moisture, the reinforced areas are treated with a PFC-free DWR treatment. Let's not forget I've had these trousers for 3 years, so that DWR coating's going to have worn off by now. So if I retreated them, the water would bead off, but in an absolute torrential downpour, I've been soaked through with my boxers, but I usually just put some waterproof trousers on over the top. Anyway, water resistance 2 out of 5, withstands drizzle. Windproof rating 3 out of 5, withstands normal wind strength. I don't know what a normal wind strength is, but it tends to be about 50 miles an hour when I go out. Durability 5 out of 5, high wear resistance. I'm 5'8" with a 32 to 34 inch waist and a medium fits me really well. Washing instructions: 40-degree machine wash, do not bleach, tumble dry on low temperature, iron on low temperature, do not dry clean. Our functional clothing should never be washed with fabric softeners as it impairs the garment's functions. Padded garments such as insulated coats and trousers should be tumble dried separately at a low heat, together with tennis balls that help distribute the filling evenly. If a tumble dryer is not available, the garment can be shaken and gently beaten for the same effect. So to sum up, the Revolution Race GP trousers are definitely my favourite outdoor trouser, and it's the one that I always grab when I'm heading out camping or hiking. 4 years on, I'll still grab the Nordwand trousers if I'm heading into the woods or doing something a bit dirty. You know what I mean. For me, the only thing I'd like to change is the cuff at the bottom of the leg. It could do with being a bit wider or having a way to get it over your boots easier, like I talked to you about earlier. I think Fjallraven is the main competitor to this type of trouser, favoured mainly by bushcrafters, but they're almost twice the price now. I've heard really good things about them, but I've never owned them. The price and limited range of colours and the sort of strange sizing is what put me off originally. I don't know if they've improved the sizing now. A lot of people used to talk about having to have them taken up and all sorts of stuff for the trousers. price of the Revolution Race trousers rose around the time of the pandemic, but I think that's the case with most outdoor brands. So I still think these are really good value for money. So here we are, finally at the end of the video. Hopefully this video's helped you decide whether you want to purchase something from Revolution Race or not. If it did help you, please consider giving it a like, because believe it or not, this took quite a lot of effort to make, even though it's probably one of my most boring videos. I'd really appreciate it if you give us a like, and if you're not already subscribed, maybe just click subscribe. It was worth it though. I'm glad I made this because I really rate these trousers. All the products that I've tried by Revolution Race have been of good quality. So if you're new here, thanks for coming, it's good to have you. If you enjoyed this video, you might like some of my other stuff. I normally do solo wild camping adventures. Apologies to people that are already subscribed. I know this has been a bit of a boring episode. The next one will be a wild camping adventure, and I'll see you then.
I've got Sherpa fleece from RVRC. Yeah,
oh yeah, really like the pants.
Yeah, they're nice,
really nice as well.
heavy in it.
Yeah.
House in it.
You can't beat Revolution Race, can you? Trousers like these compared to them Fjordhaven ones, these are like...
Same. Look at Through Dark, it's £600 a pair.
Yeah.
They're only going to be as good as what these are, aren't they?
I know when these first come out, a couple of our mates were kicking off because they only came in one tall length.
Right.
And I was blown away because usual cases they're not tall enough for me. But then after a while they started bringing out short leg.
Yeah, I need the short. Well, look at me, I'm like Frodo.
I've only just noticed we've all got them on.
Yeah, every time I roll, everyone I've got them on.
Little stretchy crotch number. For adventurer pose.
Keep moving, there ain't no looking back. Choose your weapon, slaying with no regret. God decided your story is far from over bet. Shady cats that try to move you back to the shack. You planted a seed in a wait for a tree. Snuck your foot in the door, didn't wait for the key. This is what you reap. The love of your fam and your credit on fleek. Sweet. Your path got no lane. The difference between you and them, you off the chain. When you was broke, you was still trendy. When everybody moved right, you move against the grain. This how you start a revolt with no revolvers. Don't act like a pigeon when dealing with a vulture. Don't sweat your position, cause soon the top of dangle.